Hi guys, thank you for checking out my video. In this video today, I want to recommend to you the anime Tenchi. Uh, the reason why I'm recommending Tenchi in my first video is because Tenchi was actually my first anime that I actually began with. In the past, I originally watched Dragon Ball Z or Saint Seiya, but I didn't really get into the anime world until I started watching Tenchi. I watched Tenchi and then I automatically fell in love with the animation, and then I started looking out for more animes, and that's where I found My Goddess, and then after that I found some other ones until like years later, until now I'm still watching Naruto and Bleach and other animes. So let me start first by telling you a little bit about Tenchi. So Tenchi Muyo was first created during the early years of the 90s, so it's almost like 20 years since it was first created. But I mean, even though it has been a long time, it's still a very fun anime to watch if you haven't watched it. And if you already watched it during the 90s, like I did, well, actually I watched it during the early 2000, like 2002, 2003. But I mean, I just started watching it to make this video for you guys, and I enjoyed it as much as I did at that time. So first of all, I want to start by kind of guiding you through the sequences of Tenchi, because they made uh, some seasons, and then they also made movies, and they made the remake, and then other seasons. So if you Google it, you're gonna get like a bunch of seasons, a bunch of episodes, and you might get lost. End up watching start watching like in the middle, or end up watching like the remake, and you're gonna get a little lost. You might not enjoy it as usual. So I'm just gonna try to kind of guide you through it. So first, I would recommend that you start with Tenchi Muyo, Ryo-Ohki. That was the first season that they made, and then after that, I would recommend you to watch Tenchi in Tokyo, Tenchi in Tokyo, which is the continuation of that season. And then after that, I would recommend you to watch the movies. There are three movies that they made. Uh, it's better if you watch the movies after watching the seasons. That way, you actually know the characters and what they're talking about. And after that, they made the remake. That's Tenchi Universe, which is pretty much the same thing as Tenchi Muyo and Tenchi in Tokyo, but that kind of changed a little bit of the characters. They also changed the sequence of the story, like how they meet each other, and a little bit of everything. So, but it's also worth watching. So I would definitely recommend you to watch it. And then after that, uh, you can also watch Tenchi GXP, which is kind of almost the last of the seasons. And finally, the most recent series that they made is a new anime based on Tenchi, which is called Tenchi Muyo War on Jaminar. So I always forget that part. Actually, I did not watch that until very recently, as I was trying to kind of rewatch the whole Tenchi thing to make this video for you guys. That's where I found out about this new series that it was just made right now, some years ago in 2010. So it's pretty recent, and I was really surprised and glad to find this because it's definitely worth watching. I might actually make a video about it together with the movies once I finish watching the series, because I haven't finished yet. But I mean, it has been a lot of fun watching it, and go ahead and check it out too. Now let's go back to the actual story. Let me tell you what Tenchi Muyo is about. Everything starts out with Tenchi's grandfather, Yosho, who is actually the next heir to the throne of the planet Rai. He comes to Earth on a mission, but somehow he ends up staying. He marries a girl from Earth, and he has a daughter who's Tenchi's mom, but she dies young, and so at the end, Joshua, Tenchi, and his father they end up living together by themselves on high up on the mountain. And later on, when Tenchi is a teenager, by accident he wakes up Ryo-Ohki, who is sealed inside a cave, and somehow immediately Ryo-Ohki falls in love with Tenchi, and so she decides to stay and live with them. And after that, Ajika comes to Earth from the planet Jirai, where she's a princess. She comes to Earth looking for her brother. But once she's here, she ends up staying here and living with Tenchi also, and she kind of develops a crush on him. So there's a little tension right there between Ryoko and Ayeka, where they're both fighting for Tenchi's attention. So that's kind of like the main one of the main jokes throughout the story. And so after Ayeka comes Miyoshi, who works for the Galaxy Police, and somehow she ends up staying and living also with Tenchi. And after her, another two girls come. And so after a while, all these girls end up living together with Tenchi, and it's just so funny and very very entertaining how they all fight together, and at the end they end up becoming a whole family and fighting together to overcome all these problems. And then later on the series, Tenchi's origins start to come up, and that's where all the action starts. So Tenchi is actually full of fun and action, and it has a really good storyline. And even though it's kind of old, like an old anime, I really recommend it because the storyline is a lot better than some of the new animes that I've seen. So it's definitely worth watching, guys. Go ahead and check it out. So thank you for watching my video. This is all for today. I hope you enjoyed. I hope you go ahead and watch my recommendation. I'm sure if you do, you won't regret it. And hopefully you're gonna subscribe to my channel. And I look forward to keep recommending to you guys all the animes that I love. So see you guys till later.